Okay.
Can I add something? You say what I agree, men and women are not the same.
Yeah.
So maybe some of us may not be completely rational or not rational, but completely logical or critical thinking. But
I think that's been self-explanatory.
I think a lot of men are not very emotionally intelligent, and that's something that women actually have.
Define emotional intelligence.
You know, like in tune with people's empathy, you know, and for example, like I think an emotionally intelligent person wouldn't say some offensive stuff to women, say like she's a hoe or something.
I think honestly, if I'm going to be all the way honest, and it's kind of been proven during the course of this podcast,
Please be honest.
I think women lack empathy.
Really?
I have a question. Are you insecure at all?
Oh, fantastic. So this is like literally like boom, like right out the script. How is stating uncomfortable truths and facts between the two genders insecure?
What? I don't know what you just asked.
So you asked the question, you didn't even...
I asked you if you were
answered your question.
insecure. Okay, that was the end of my question.
You're answering a question with another question, though.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get her to think here. How is... Well, you know what? I'll answer your thing in a second here. Back to you with empathy. I think women lack empathy, and this conversation has kind of proven that throughout the thing.
And why do you think women lack empathy nowadays?
Okay. Well, define empathy real fast for me.
Empathy is the ability to feel for other people and, you know, relate to others.
Okay. So during the course of this conversation, I've expressed to you guys the male situation with how we view women, what we want, etc. And instead of saying, you know what, that's right, that makes sense. I see your perspective. It's, well, it shouldn't be that way. I disagree. Yeah. I'm a woman, and I think men should want that. That is one of the biggest examples of a lack of empathy. I think women have sympathy, which means they can feel sorry for you and kind of see that perspective. But empathy is the ability to put yourself in the shoes of the individual that's talking about a situation. And what I've realized through this conversation, which a lot of women, is they lack empathy. They're not able to put themselves in a male perspective and understand the male experience because women live a very different life than men do.
I understand.
Which is fine. I'm not knocking that.
Yeah,
but here's the difference between men and women. Men have to have empathy to understand women to be attractive, because if I'm going to take a girl on a date and get laid, I know that I got to smell good, have my shit together, carry a conversation, take her somewhere fairly nice, have my apartment nice and clean when we come back. I need to make her feel comfortable. I need to make her feel safe. So I have to understand women to get them. But women, on the other hand, just show up. They don't have to understand men. Yep. Which, during the course of this conversation, has been pretty well proven that a lot of you guys don't necessarily understand men.
I think So
I think women lack empathy.
What you're describing as our lack of empathy is our opinion, which is not always the same as yours. Just because we have different opinions doesn't mean we're lack of empathetic for you. You know, if something really bad happened to you, regardless of our different opinions, I would feel sorry.
Who hurt you, Mar?
Emotional damage.
If I state an objective fact about how men typically tend to think when it comes to women, and then you go ahead and you respond and say, well, it shouldn't be that way, or I disagree because I'm a woman, that is by definition a lack of empathy.
I think that's just an opinion. That doesn't define empathy to me.
We just illustrated that empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their experience. And during this conversation, it's been proven that you haven't been able to do that.